Hope you had a good meditation session with us today. Now let us go to the second part of today's session, which is the theory. Today is session number 5. In our previous session, we have seen some details about the energy channels and how to balance them. And also, we have seen some additional details about the left channel. So in today's session, we are going to see some additional details only about the right channel. So here we can see the subtle chart, and we have explained in our previous sessions how the energy centers and energy channels are placed within us and how they function in our body. Now here is another subtle chart indicating to you the energy centers and channels. In this chart, you can see the left, right, and central channels are indicated to you by arrow marks very clearly, so that we can understand how the channels are placed within us. Here is a much clearer representation of the right channel. It is highlighted yellow in color. It is actually yellow in color. It starts from the second energy center at the level of our hip, moves to the right side of the body, and then it climbs up parallelly along the spinal cord, and at the level of the forehead on the sixth energy center, it crosses over, changes direction, and goes to the left side of the brain. It is represented in our right fingertips and center of the palm. The right channel is also known as Pingala Nadi. Pingala in Sanskrit is right and Nadi is channel. It also corresponds to the right sympathetic nervous system. It is also known as the sun channel. Hence, it is usually a very hot channel. It is represented in our right hand fingertips and center of the palm. Sometimes we may feel it on the whole right hand, or sometimes we may even feel it on the whole right side of the body. The quality of the right channel is that it represents the future of the person. It also represents the physical being of the person. It also represents the mental activity. Since the right channel belongs to the future, all the thinking and mental activity related to our futuristic attitude is all coming from our right side. And one of the most very important qualities of the right side is also the power of attention. We will be talking about the power of attention in our upcoming sessions when we detail about the energy centers also. Here is an enlarged picture of the sixth energy center at the level of the forehead. Here we can clearly see how the right channel or the Pingala Nadi, which is yellow in color, rises up and at the level of the forehead crosses, changes direction, and goes to the left side of the brain. Here it forms a yellow color balloon called as the ego. Yes, it is this balloon of ego which we are very scared to face. It is even very difficult for some of us to accept that we have ego. This is the institution which is formed on the left side of our brain due to our futuristic and physical activities. Now let us see some of the qualities of the right side and how we can indulge in our right side. The right side, as we discussed, belongs to the future. It represents the future. Hence, all the thinking about the future activities are all coming from the right side. Right from the stage when we were students and graduation, and after that we started our career and we think about our work and we think about our future, we have ambitions, we have dreams, we plan about earning and saving money, or buying a house, or buying a car, or even going for a vacation. So all these things are futuristic thinking, and all these things are coming from the right channel. In every aspect of our life, we do a lot of planning activity. Right from we are student to our work, we have to plan our day-to-day activities. So since planning represents the future, it also belongs to our right channel. Our ability to think, create, give ideas, and having visions about the future are all coming under the right channel. The right-sided people are usually good leaders. They can be a good boss. They can easily put their ideas into other people, control them, and make them work to achieve their targets. And hence, they can be good leaders and they can be good motivators to other people. Right-sided people also seek a lot of attention. For example, in a group, they may seek more importance and more attention towards them, and they will try to always stand out of the crowd. Right-sided people are usually workaholic. It is okay to work, we have to work for our day-to-day life, but some people are always stuck to their work. They are always thinking about their work and they cannot take a break. Even if they take a vacation, they will be thinking about their work and planning about their future, even during their break time. Right-sided people are usually stubborn in nature. They do not take the ideas of others. They feel that only their ideas are correct and they try to implement their ideas on others. It is very, very hard to convince such people and to make them understand what we are trying to explain them. Right-sided people can also be very, very sarcastic in nature. Given the right opportunity, they can take advantage of it to talk sarcastically and use sarcastic words to make fun of people. They can very, very easily hurt others with their words or with their attitude. They do not usually think about how the other person would feel. They will be very, very happy to hurt us and make fun of us and put our self-confidence down. And usually the right-sided people are very, very egoistical. They sometimes think that the whole world is revolving around them. It is okay to be egoistical to some extent, but we should not go to the extremes. So the trick is to remain in a balance. If we use the powers of the right side, we can be very, very dynamic, we can influence people, and we can be very successful in life too. But at the same time, we should not cross the boundaries and go to the extremes of the right side. In that way, we will lose our balance and invite a lot of diseases and troubles into our being. Now, when it comes to judging ourselves, we usually judge mentally that whether we are left-sided or right-sided. But after coming to Sahaja Yoga and starting to meditate, we should judge ourselves based on the vibrations. Which hand is having more vibrations and which hand is having the lesser vibrations. And then we should be able to judge which side is weak in us, correct the side and come into a balance. The trick is to remain in the central channel. If we are always in a balance, we can usually use the powers of the left and the right channel and always remain peaceful in the central channel too. Now, some of the adverse effects of going to the extreme right sides is anger. When the right channel gets heated up a lot, we may try to get very angry very easily. We may even develop hatred. It can be hatred towards a person or a situation. For example, in today, we can easily see in social media there are a lot of hate instigated messages and a lot of arguments happening. Right-sided people are very easy to react. They may react to a person, to a comment, or to any activity. They cannot keep their cool, they cannot remain in balance, and they usually tend to react very, very easily. They even seem to lose their temper very easily, and they cannot keep their cool. They get into arguments very easily and they try to trouble others. Anger and hatred will lead to rage, which may go out of control. And sometimes, the right-sided person who gets very angry can go to the extent of killing another person. The right-sided person always damages somebody on the outside, maybe by sarcasm, maybe by hurting others, maybe by his words or deeds. So, going to the extreme of killing another person without thinking about the consequences is the extreme of the right side. There are several diseases which are coming from the right side, like cholesterol, blood pressure, diabetes, heart attacks, to name a few. So we do not want to go into the list of the diseases which are coming from the right side, but if you wish to know, you may pause the screen at this moment and read through the picture given here to understand the physical diseases which are caused due to the imbalance of the right side and how we can go to the extreme of the right side. Now we will see how to balance the right side. As we already discussed, the right side is the sun channel and it is usually hot. So in order to cool down or balance the right side, we can keep the right hand on our lap and the left hand we can bend our elbow, palm facing backward and the fingers pointed towards the sky. In this position, we can keep attention on the right hand and meditate on the right channel. Meditating on the right channel means we have to see what's happening in our right fingertips and palm. That is how we meditate on the right channel. We may feel some tingling, pricking, or heat on the right side. That means the inner energy is clearing our right side and cooling it down. We may even feel some heat going out of the left hand into the air and discharging all the heat outside. We can sit in this position and meditate on the right side until we feel a cool, soothing wind on the right fingertips and palm. That is the indication that the right channel has come into a balance and we need to stop. In the beginning, we may not have the sensations very strongly, but with regular practice of the meditation, we will be able to easily understand based on the vibrations and we can balance ourselves very easily. Now we will see a short video clip showing you how to balance the right channel. Here you can see a person sitting in meditation position with both the hands palm open on his lap. You may even sit on the chair if you're not comfortable sitting down. So to clear the right side, we keep the right hand on our lap, left hand we lift it, bend our elbow and point the fingertips towards the sky, and then we meditate on the right side. We have discussed that we can feel the vibrations in our hand and also the heat going out of our left hand. So until the right channel cools down and we start feeling a steady cool breeze on our right hand, we may sit in this position. This is how we clear the right channel. Now another way to clear the right channel is to use the element of water. First we have seen how to use the element of air to balance the right side. Now we will see how to clear with water. Foot soaking is a very good technique to clear the right side because the water element pulls down the right side and helps it to come into a balance. If we feel too much to the extreme of the right, or if we feel too much heat or imbalance on the right side after our day's work, we may even do a foot soak with cold water. You may even put some ice cubes in the water so that the water is very cold, and you can do the foot soaking in the ice cold water. This helps to reduce the heat on the right side and cool down your right channel and bring us into a balance. We may also do this foot soak by standing in the beach, in the sea. If you are living in an area where there is a beach, you can go to the beach and do a foot soaking with a natural surrounding in the water to cool down the right side. Now we will see another technique to cool down the right side. You can see a person here in the picture sitting in a chair very comfortably, right hand palm open on his lap, and the left hand he is holding an ice pack on the right side of the abdomen. On the right side of the abdomen there is a very important organ called as the liver. The liver is one of the most important organs when it comes to meditation. It is called the seat of our attention. We will be talking about this in details when we talk about the energy centers in our future channels. For now, we need to understand that the liver is a very important organ. It purifies our blood and removes the toxins from our blood and releases it in the form of heat, and hence the right side gets easily heated up. So this liver is on the right hand side of our body below the rib cage. It is one of the biggest glands in our body. So we have to keep the ice pack literally on the right side of the abdomen below the rib cage where the liver exists. So this will help in cooling down the liver. There are gel packs available in the market. I personally use a gel pack to cool down my liver. This is very easy and reusable, and we can put it back in the freezer after we do the treatment. If you do not get gel packs in the market near you, you may also put some ice cubes in a plastic wrap and then keep it on the right side of your abdomen. You may sit in meditation while doing this treatment, or you may even hold the ice pack on the right side of your abdomen by tying a cloth around your waist, and you may even continue doing your household work like cleaning or cooking. You just need to keep the ice on the liver for 10 to 15 minutes for it to cool it down. Now we will see a short video where the person is explaining how to do the ice pack treatment.
The right channel is the side of action, and it's known as the hotter channel in our body. And one of the techniques we can use to try and cool it down is by putting ice on our liver, which is right below the rib cage. The liver actually supplies all the fat cells to our brain, and in this manner it becomes overheated and overworked, and we can help it by taking an ice pack and placing it here either while you're meditating or while you're reading a book or listening to music. And this technique allows you to cool your mind and actually focus your attention more. And it's not, you don't have to use something like this. This is nice because it's reusable and you don't have to throw anything away. But you can use ice cubes in a Ziploc bag and just keep it for 20 minutes or half an hour, and you can see how much it cools down your right side and helps you settle your attention.
So we hope you were able to understand how to use the ice pack after seeing the video. So we have come to the end of today's session. Just to see a small recap of what we have seen today, we have seen about the right channel in particular, the qualities of the right channel, how we can lose our balance by going to the extremes of the right side, and what are the ways to clear the right channel. We can clear the right channel with the elements of air and cold water, and also use ice pack to cool down the right side and come into a balance. We hope you have learned something new today and you will be able to implement it in your meditation techniques to improve your balance. Kindly do practice the meditation every day, 10 minutes in the morning and foot soaking and clearance for 10 minutes in the evening. For now, you need not do the advanced clearances, but balancing of the left, right and central channels basically will help you to meditate better. Hope to see you in the coming weeks. Have a great week ahead. Take care and bye.